Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to another Peaceful Ambition video. Guys, what is going on in this world today? Craziness. With that being said, guys, I hope that everyone is remaining safe. Make sure you check up on your friends and family and just make sure that, we are for the cause, fighting for the cause. Definitely, Black Lives Matter. So with that being said, guys, I just want to jump right into our video. In this video, we're going to be talking about hidden snakes in your circle. And what I mean by snakes is fake friends. So let's just get into it. Before we do get into it, guys, I actually do want to let you guys know that I am also on Instagram and Facebook, so you guys can go ahead and find me there. Make sure you are subscribed to Peaceful Ambition if you're not already subscribed, and visit peacefulpurses.com so you can get your merch. All right, guys, let's jump into it. So first, I want to say that, there's people in your circle, like I mentioned before, but they're not in your corner. And those are the fake friends. Those are the snakes that we're going to talk about today. There's people in your life that will applaud you in front of you, but then when they're behind you, they're like, ugh, I can't stand Tiara. I can't stand that she's doing this. I can't stand that she's doing that. Or she thinks she's better than this. She thinks she's better than that. But then when they're in your face, they're just like, hey girl, I like what you're doing. Keep on pushing. Snakes. They're all snakes. So we're just going to go ahead and talk about, finding snakes in your life and what you should do when you do find them. So first, I want to talk about things that we need to remember when we are finding snakes in our lives, okay? We need to remember that just because they smile in your face don't mean that they don't talk behind your back, just like what I said. They're cowards. They're going to applaud you. Well, not even applaud you. They're going to be there when you're winning. They're going to be there when you're growing and everything. They're going to see that and they're going to hate it. They're going to hate it. But on the outside, they're going to just, be so nonchalant, show you the love that they have to show you just so you don't see them as snakes. But deep down inside, they're burning. They're burning with jealousy. They're burning with envy. They're burning with just hate for you. And, those are people that we don't need in our lives. And we also have to remember real situations will expose real people. And guys, I'm not even going to, try to go around the bush. I had a friend that, I consider her as one of my best friends. And a real situation happened and it definitely exposed her. And, from that situation on, I chose just not to even be her friend. It was really hard to do, but it was something that I felt like I had to do. Like I always tell you guys, I'm not the person to really have a whole bunch of friends and everything in the first place. So, having this friend that I trusted my life, my children's life, my family life with, and then when the real situation happened, it just showed me that I should have never trusted her as much as I did. So, that really woke me up. So we have to remember that when we're in certain situations and the person shows you who they are, guys, go with it. Never make excuses for other people. Never say, well, they didn't do it because of this. No. If you were willing to do something for them to help them in a real situation, then why can't they do it for you? And if they're not willing to do it for you, that's a clear indication that they are a snake. They are a fake friend. And those are people that we don't need in our lives. Guys, we also have to remember the people that's closest to you are the people that we can't trust. And that goes to family, friends, strangers, or whoever. But when they say closest, you would think more so your family. Guys, family can be just as bad as friends, as random people. It's even worse because you trust your family. You love your family. You would think that they will want the best for you. But those are the same people that wants the worst for you. Guys, when you're a grown-up, you really have to think things different. When you're a kid, you're taught to love your family, love everybody, just love. At least that's what I try to teach my children. And now that I'm an adult, I'm seeing things on a different, I love this person and I'm pretty sure they love me too, but this person doesn't like me. There definitely is a difference between like and love. So if you know that a person has love for you or they strongly like you, but they really, truly are not for you, then it's okay to separate yourself from those people as well. Your love may not change, but maybe your relationship or your like list will change. And there's nothing wrong with that either. And if you guys see me looking down, it's just because I like to put notes in my phone. So I'm reading some of my notes from my phone. So like I said, guys, we have to remember that family, friends, strangers, or whoever they are, anyone can be in the form of a snake. So make sure you cut your grass, Keep it low so you can see everything that's, slithering around in your garden. For example, instead of a garden, let's think about, like our mental, our peace, because having your peace is very important, at least to me. If you have these snakes in your lives and, they're just all around you, they're going to interrupt your peace. They're going to find a way of coming in your life, giving you some type of headache or something, and they're going to interrupt it. Why have your peace interrupted for people that's not even for you in the first place? So we have to remember that. Okay, so now I want to talk about reasons why we want to get rid of those snakes in our lives. Some people may ask, I love my friends. I know that blah blah is not really for me, but she's my friend. We have a certain understanding. Guys, okay, that's cool that maybe you're understanding, but when it comes down to it, I'm pretty sure friend blah blah will be the first person to backstab you. And that's what you don't want, especially when you're in a situation that you truly need help. The last thing that you need is this friend that so-called is your friend and they make the situation worse. So we need to remember that we can't let our loyalty keep us in slavery. Guys, you can be loyal to people all you want, but if you're so loyal that you see yourself hurting or you see yourself just being stupid and not making sense and stuff, then what are you doing? What's the sense of you even continuing being a friend with someone when the loyalty doesn't go both ways? So we have to remember that also. Loyalty can keep you locked in somewhere because you want to be so loyal to someone, and basically you're imprisoning yourself. So that's definitely not good. It's definitely not good for you or even the person, because when you feel like you're trapped, you will start feeling probably animosity against the person or whatever the case is, because you feel like you can't go. And like I said it earlier, guys, your family are the people that you may trust the most, that, with anything, because they're your family. You would think that they will want to see you succeed. But guys, no, they are the people that you have to trust the least sometimes. Sometimes. Not every family member is out for you. Not every friend is out for you. Not every even stranger is out for you. We just have to keep our eyes open, keep our senses open, and really listen to your gut, because your gut will tell you. And that's my next point. You got to listen to your gut. You got to listen to how you feel deep down inside. Feel the vibe from a person. If you're not feeling it and it feels like it's off, maybe it's because it's for a reason. And a lot of times, especially during these times with us trying to better ourselves, we thinking adding things, let me get a house, let me get a car, let me get this person as my friend, let me change my hair, let me do this. Sometimes, guys, the best way to add to our life is by subtracting. And what I mean by that is, sometimes what we have to do, instead of taking on a bunch of things or adding it to us or our lives, we have to sit back and say, hold on, I want to make myself better, but honestly, I have a group of people over here that I really don't talk to and I really don't need to be worrying about, so I'm going to let them go. At the same time, I have these things over here that I know that's stressing me out, and I'm going to let them go. And when you let certain things go in life, guys, you're adding peace. You're adding things to your life that you wouldn't even know by letting things go. And it also goes for people. When you let people go in your life, sometimes it's like a weight off your shoulders. You're like, I can breathe. Like, I can't believe that I feel so good that I don't talk to this person anymore. You just got to try it. If you feel like this person is not really for you, then let them go. It will be okay. You don't know how that can help you in life by just releasing yourself. You're holding on to more pain, more burden by holding on to people. So we have to remember that. Now I want to talk about, how do you identify things in your life? So, like I said, family, friends, strangers, or whoever. A snake can come in any form or any person. So we really have to keep our eyes open and learn how to identify. So the first thing that we can look at when we're trying to identify a snake in our life is when you're winning in life or you're doing something in life. Remember I said this earlier, they're over there cheering for you, but you can see their face like, or, oh, that's good, good job. They're not as happy. I just won $1 million. Oh my gosh. If my friend was $1 million or my family, I'm jumping, yeah, you got some money. Let this be a snake. Oh, you want $1 million? Oh, okay, good job. Just trying to downplay yourself, guys. Trying to downplay your goals, downplay your successes in life. No, we don't need those people. Because I know if I have anyone in my life that's winning, I'm happy for you. More power to you. Yeah, I may be like, man, when is it going to be my turn to win? But I will never be a hater. No, 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 no. Because I know that my guy has a different path for me. Just because you're winning this way doesn't mean that I have to win that same way. Me praying for you and cheering for you may offset my blessing as well. So I always try to remember those things. I don't look at other people's successes in the way that they came up to be mine. No, I go for myself. I go for my own successes. I stay in my own path, because at the end of the day, looking at other people's paths and other people's lives is going to get me nowhere in my life but the same spot. So we always have to do that, guys. We have to remember that just because someone else is succeeding or whatever the case is, you don't turn to a snake. You don't worry about what they're doing. You worry about yourself. You cheer for them and you keep on pushing for yourself, and you will be successful. Guys, we also have to remember, if you're around a person that's always gossiping, talking about somebody, saying something negative about somebody, guess what? As soon as you turn your back, what they're going to be doing? Gossiping about you, talking about you, the same old thing. So we have to remember, if we have that one friend that's always talking about blah blah again, and they talk about that person bad, girl, I heard this, I heard that, you know, she's this type of mom, he's this type of person, but then when they're in that person's face, they're like, hey, what's up? That is a snake. And I'm pretty sure you're looking like, wasn't you just talking about this girl? Wasn't you just talking about this boy? So think about it. If they're willing to be a snake and show you that they're a snake and smile in these people's face, what do you think they're going to do to you as soon as you turn your back? The same thing. So we really have to stay away from gossip, stay away from people that love drama, stay away from people that always seems to have an enemy everywhere they go, because most likely it's them. It's them who is the issue, and you don't want that in your life, because all they're doing is adding the issues to your life. And if you're listening and watching this video, I'm pretty sure that you want some type of peace in your life. You want something better for your life, because I know that's what I want, and I know that's what I'm going to get, and I'm striving for it. And I do these videos not only to help you guys, but also to help me. I'm talking to myself right now. I take notes so I can go back on my phone and read them, so I can remember the things that I said to you guys and also said to myself. So it's important to really remember when you're talking to someone, remember when you're in a situation like, oh, you know what, this is the same thing that I just heard from Tiara, this is the same thing that I just read. I can identify that this person in fact is a snake, and it's either you move with it, make some type of action, or you keep them in your life. And you know, it's up to you, but I'm just saying, you know, you really shouldn't have snakes in your life. Like, who really likes snakes? Like, not me. But also, guys, we have to remember, when people want to always get, you know, you may have someone in your life that's always needs you, that always have, you know, always want something. You know, I don't even know how to explain it. They just always they're needy. They, you know, they need your attention, they need you to do this, they need you to do that. But then when it's your turn that need help, where they at? They MIA. They're nowhere to be found, or they're reluctant to do what it is that they need you to do. Guys, that's a snake. That's a friend that's not willing to help. To me, a friend should be someone that if you could do something for them, they can do something for you. If you love them equally, they should love you equally. Now, if you have someone that's hesitant to even help you, why have this person around? Yes, a relationship is not always about helping and what you can do for this person and that person. But at the same time, if you're going to have some type of relationship, then it should be some type of reciprocity. It shouldn't be just a one-way street. So I consider those also snakes. If they just always want and can't give, that's not a good sign. You know, we definitely don't want that in our life. We want positivity. We want growth. We want people that are around us that we know have our front and back. We want someone that when we're not around, they're still holding us down. They're still talking us up, you know, positive talk, guys. So of course, guys, I always like to keep it short and sweet, but to the point. Please, guys, make sure y'all hashtag Black Lives Matter, Blackout Tuesday, whatever it is, so we can support the cause, guys. Again, this is such a sad time in this world. I say it's sad because it truly is. You know, people are dying. People have so much hate in their heart. For what reason? Because they snakes. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all go ahead and find me on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. And also make sure y'all look out for Akira on Akira's View, only on YouTube. And also my cousin Onyx on Swirl World. Make sure y'all look her up on YouTube. I love you guys like always. Thank y'all so much for supporting me. Please go to peacefulpurses.com so y'all can get y'all merch. And till next time, bye.